We've arrived at the third programme in our series, Music for Body, Mind and Soul. Here we are using our encounters with music of other cultures or from other genres to evoke another and different, deeper listening experience. To begin with, we are going to enter the world of cross-cultural music, where Western and Eastern traditions, and in this case the music of Northern India, come together to create a new palette of sound, which will be at one and the same time both familiar and unfamiliar. The work is called The Roaring Whirl and was an Arts Council commission to encourage musicians from different parts of the world to collaborate and make new music together. For this programme, there will be a blend of excerpts from the full recording interwoven with clarinet solos from within the music. We've added some archive footage to accompany the extracts where you are hearing the music but not seeing the musicians. The instrumentation in the full recording is clarinet, classical guitar, sitar, tabla, and the Indian double-headed drum called a pakhavaj. The whole work is a music narrative in 7 episodes, constructed around a journey. The journey of the boy and the lama, narrated in Rudyard Kipling's novel, Kim. A work like this needs an attitude of deeper listening, otherwise it can become perhaps perplexing. Deeper listening, whole person listening, allows you to be more receptive to the music and melts away resistance to the unfamiliar. Deeper listening needs a relaxed posture and attention to the body as it receives the sound waves, literally the waves of sound. It needs attention to the mind so that it is open, free, and has anticipation without expectation. And attention to the feeling flows from those so that you can observe and experience how the music speaks to you. We're going to bring to you 3 excerpts, and the first one is the opening of the whole piece. The diamond bright dawn woke men and crows and bullocks together. The music is created from an Indian raga called vibhasa, which is to be played at sunrise and represents the god of love. Its qualities are loveliness, energy, and challenge.
The diamond bright dawn woke men and crows and bullocks together. Kim sat up and yawned, shook himself and thrilled with delight. This was seeing the world in real truth. This was life as he would have it, bustling and shouting, the buckling of bells and beating of bullocks and creaking of wheels, lighting of fire and cooking of food, and new sights at every turn of the approving eye. The morning mist swept off in a whirl of silver. The parrots shot away to some distant river in shrieking green hosts. All the well-wills within earshot went to work. India was awake, and Kim was in the middle of it.
We all need things to wake us up. With deeper listening, it's good to get into the habit of reminding yourself or waking yourself up to how you are going to listen, aware of body, mind and soul, moving, thinking and feeling parts of you.
Yes, I think it's interesting as well. What I really enjoyed when we were playing the Roaring Whirl was the improvisation bits and actually listening to the other players. And because I was playing in a different scale structure, in the pentatonic scale, but particularly because it was ragas, which is not just the scale system that's different, but it was giving you a mood and a feeling. So it straight away puts you into this different area.
Yes, that's true. The ragas are all associated to times of the day, as we've just heard with Vibhasa, with that being a morning raga. And I think it's also true what you're saying about improvisation, because you're not relying on a score, on the written out music. You're relying on listening to the people with whom you are improvising.
And although there wasn't a score, we were still very much picking up on what had happened before and reflecting the sounds. And the other thing, which was a new experience for me, was actually using talas. So we'd got the rhythmic cycle that was going on as well, the tala being a repeated rhythmic section. So you got the tala and the raga, and this all actually helps it's a bodily feeling as well as an emotional feeling. So it's a very good way of combining things.
This next extract is the central piece of the Roaring Whirl, and it takes the form of a set of variations conveyed as the colours on a colour wheel, which when spun together become a single white light. You'll hear the main theme, and then Geraldine will play the variation expressing the colour blue, which is often also known as the colour of healing. And really this takes us to the heart of the concept of deeper listening, because it's a spiritual concept. It's where we're trying to bring everything together, body, mind and soul, into a journey into the music and allowing the music to journey into you.
And for me, I think that's what's always been so special about music, that music allows you to take you into a different part of yourself or out of yourself. And it is this combination of things where you can just get beyond the structures and just let the music carry you onwards.
Kim will remember till he dies that long, lazy journey from Ambala through Kalka and the Pinjore gardens nearby up to Simla. It was all pure delight. The wandering road, climbing, dipping, and sweeping about the growing spurs, the flush of the morning laid along the distant snows, the branched cacti, tier upon tier on the stony hillsides, the voices of 1,000 water channels, the chatter of the monkeys, the solemn devdars climbing one after another with down-drooped branches, the vista of the plains rolled out far beneath them, the incessant twanging of the tonga horns, and the wild rush of the led horses when a tonga swung round a curve, the halts for prayers, the evening conferences by the halting places, when camels and bullocks chewed solemnly together, and the stolid drivers told the news of the road. All these things lifted Kim's heart to song within him. This is the great world, and I am only Kim, he reflected. Who is Kim? He considered his own identity till his head swam. He was one insignificant person in all this roaring whirl of India.
For the final excerpt from the Roaring Whirl, we come to a resting piece. I like the word abide. It embraces so many qualities: resting, remaining, being steadfast, waiting patiently, perhaps also non-attachment. The raga for this final section of the Roaring Whirl is named Bupali. It is a raga for nightfall, and its main quality is radiant, which again suggests warmth, a giving out, generosity. As it happens, it is also a pentatonic or 5-note scale, which is often used in Western folk music, and it meant I could invent melody which would be very familiar and easy on the ear. Those are all clues as to how to approach deep and connected listening to this extract.
All are bound upon the wheel, said the Lama. He shook himself back to this world. And now we have walked a weary way, said Kim. Surely we shall soon come to a padao. Shall we stay there? Look, the sun is sloping. Who will receive us this evening? Asked the Lama. That is all one, replied Kim. This country is full of good folk. By this time, the sun was driving broad golden spokes through the lower branches of the mango trees. The parakeets and doves were coming home in their hundreds. The chattering grey-backed seven sisters, talking over the day's adventures, walked back and forth in twos and threes, almost under the feet of the travellers. And shufflings and scufflings in the branches showed that the bats were ready to go out on the night picket. Swiftly the light gathered itself together, painted for an instant the faces and the cartwheels and the bullocks' horns as red as blood. Then the night fell, changing the touch of the air, drawing a low, even haze, like a gossamer veil of blue across the face of the country, and bringing out, keen and distinct, the smell of wood smoke and cattle, and the good scent of wheaten cakes cooked on ashes. The life of the padao was very like that of the Kashmir Sarai on a small scale. Kim dived into the happy Asiatic disorder, which, if you only allow time, will bring you everything that a simple man needs.
we've given time and attention to the impact and blessings of encountering music of other traditions and cultures. The same can be said of different genres. And to end with, I'm going to play a musical soliloquy which was inspired by the song Crimea River. This is a torch song, a song about unrequited love written in 1953. It quickly became popular in the UK and USA, and the bluesy jazz ballad version put out by Ella Fitzgerald triggered for me body, mind and soul music. The clarinet carries on a conversation with itself, voicing lines from the melody and then interpreting their meaning. Now you say you're lonely, you cry the whole night through. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you.
I find it interesting that people are open to art and objects from other cultures, but perhaps less so with music. I mean, we often need time to stop and contemplate something unfamiliar, but with musical performance, that stopping time just isn't available. And this is where whole person listening can be very helpful, as it enables you to experience the music in the moment.
Also, people like sounds that they can reproduce as song, and being attuned to song from other cultures isn't always easy, just as following a dialect in your own language isn't that straightforward.
That's true, and that's why some level of immersion in the music of other traditions and cultures can make you listen afresh and can tempt the ear to different flavours, like sampling new foods.
And we hope to pick up this and other threads in the final programme in the series, when we will respond to your input and questions.